5 more minutes.
Oh, the burnt leather. Yeah, no, Beckett can fire read. Okay. See, that's less obvious, right? Beckett can fire read the journal, but that's slightly less obvious than the ghost is just standing there and you can't interact with him.
Detective Santina, I cannot help but notice your fingers. They twitch.
Twitch?
Yes, toward your firearm. Are you on edge?
Of course I'm on edge.
She's
Me sharp.
she's
Lowers
always on
reaction time. Sometimes that extra second or two makes all the difference.
So it is by design. Interesting.
What can I say? I like not getting killed.
Yeah, but you gotta murder people with that gun. she's always twitching. She's always twitching. Oh man. Whoa, that's a decent one. A majestic illustration of an angel graces this wall. Angel. Drain. Oh wait, drain pipe?
I would highly suggest not climbing the drain pipe. Perhaps I could be of use instead?
Hold on. Before we do something drastic.
I traveled up the mountain of glass to the man who looks down upon high. But he sent me away, he gave me a pass. So now I drink coffee and sigh. I saw a pink dog by the side of the road. He looked up and gave me a wink. Then I helplessly watched as I saw him explode. I may have been dreaming, I think.
What the hell is this? That doesn't make any sense.
The colors, green, blue, and red. All mixed up within the same pot.
It makes brown.
I lifted it up and poured it on my head. Pleasant feeling? I think not.
This poetry is awful.
Over the sea, I flew. To the girl with the golden drum. She could not help me, I knew. But flying is just so much fun.
Lady.
One fine day. Do you mind? Can't you see Wait, Mondana? Is that you?
Yes?
Wow, it's been a while, huh?
I am unsure. Do I know you?
Yeah. Don't you remember Havana, 1592?
I must be GI'd. Calliope?
That's me.
You seem changed.
Yeah, you could say that. I'm gonna sit down. Come join me. We've got like a billion things to catch up on.
Yeah, several centuries.
That was unexpected.
Who was that?
An old friend. Of a sort. It has been a long time. That was Calliope. She is a muse.
A muse. Because of course she is.
Muses are ancient creatures. They can tap into the creation energy of the universe. Very dangerous when summoned. But Calliope seems different. Changed. Not quite herself. I am eager to speak with her again.
Let's go speak with her then. Can we sit down?
I still can't believe it. Of all the times, of all the places. You still with the Unavowed?
Yes, it is good to see you again.
Right back at you. You haven't changed a bit.
That may be, but you have.
Yeah, you could say that. I lost my power.
Really?
Yup. Poof. Gone. I'm not a muse anymore.
How did that happen?
Some lady took it. Hey, you should order a cappuccino. They draw these little heart shapes with the milk. It's amazing.
She's too blonde. I know what that sounds like, but it's not what that means. It's not what you think. The muses come from Greek mythology, right? Calliope is a Greek word. So they come from Greek mythology, and Greeks are not that blonde. They're almost Middle Eastern, not quite, because they're on the Mediterranean, right? And they're just slightly west of the Middle East. Blonde and like pale blonde people, they're further north, like Scandinavians. More blonde than the Mediterranean people, right? So I'm just saying she should be a brunette and not quite that pale if she's supposed to be Greek.
Hiya, I'm Calliope, although I mostly go by Callie these days.
Callie. Callie's on the west coast. You and I don't know each other. Let's not give away our secret yet.
You kidding? Back in Havana, she saved the entire colony.
All I did was cut a painting in half.
Yeah, a cursed painting, one that I inspired the artist to paint.
That was not your fault, Calliope.
Tell that to the soldiers who went insane after looking at it. The creative force is powerful when used by people who don't understand it. I'm glad I'm done with it.
What are you doing here?
It's open mic night. I'm open micing. Been spending all my time taking in the local art scenes. This is my way of giving back.
You're giving back?
Giving back to the creative force, trying to balance the scales. I'm not really good at it, but the point is to try. And freeform poetry is fun.
It's not really your job. Do you know anything about the sculpture in the
I
park?
saw it. So full of anguish. I could feel the desperation pouring from every rivet and nail.
Anguish?
Yeah, Muse, remember? I can sense these things.
I thought you lost your powers.
So, if you lost the ability to fight, you'd still know how to fight, right?
That is true.
Same with me. I know how art works. I know what feelings went into them. And that sculpture, none of those feelings were nice.
You can read works of
Anything
art.
that was created by anybody else, it leaves an imprint. I can still see them.
I think I'm the one who took your power away.
You did? You don't look like the lady I met. She was about your height, had your hair color, and had kind of your build. But nope, definitely wasn't you.
She is wearing a veil, Calliope. If you cannot see past it, then you really are mundane.
Yep, I'm mundane as mud. But if it was really you, then I suppose I have you to thank.
Don't worry, we'll get your power back.
For real? You did me a favor. 3,000 years and I never once enjoyed a thing. Not a song, not a poem, not a story, not even food. I could inspire them all, but they did nothing for me. I can't even remember the last time I smiled. I kinda like the feeling. I think I'm gonna do it a lot. So, keep my power. You took it, you keep it. I'm happy where I am.
You really don't want your power
Nope.
back.
Please stop asking that.
Hmm.
Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems. For some reason, fewer people come here than they used to, so I have the place to myself.
You do. You do. Oh, can I show her the bread? Hey, Calliope, bread. Can I show you my bread? I say that to all the girls. It never works. Hey, you're pretty. Can I show you my bread?
Ooh, was this made by Clay Chipman? I've been meaning to go to his shop. May I? Oh my god, this is so good. Excuse me. That was strange. This bagel wasn't made by Clay Chipman. Not entirely.
Are you positive? We watched him bake it.
No, his hands made it, but the process, it was inspired by me. That's impossible.
Well, how did you inspire Clay? I thought you lost your power.
I did. And I've never met the guy. But that bagel tasted like my own power. I had it for over 3,000 years. It couldn't be anything else.
So your power now belongs to Clay Chipman?
No, muses can't create, remember? He was inspired by someone with my power. Oh well, good luck to whoever it is. I don't want it anyway.
So someone else has your power.
Yup, sucks to be them.
Hmm.
Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems.
I don't suppose you want a stick. No?
This is from the park sculpture. I'd recognize that sense of desperation anywhere. Please take it away. I don't like feeling that way.
No, tell me who made it. Okay, we can't show her that either. Oh, can I show her that? No, I can't show her that. Alright.
How odd. Calliope seemed so joyful.
And that's a problem?
It is not a problem. It is merely different. She does not act like the Calliope I knew.
You say that, but it's been my experience that people don't change all that much.
But there's
Perhaps,
magic.
But still, it is good to see her again.
There's magic involved, Vicky. Alright, I'm gonna get Mandana to climb the pipe or something. Okay, now what? Majestic illustration. Hand reaches out to the sky. Drain pipe, hand angel. A sword. Tingles slightly at your touch. It's a magic sword.
I fail to see how attacking the wall would be useful.
Okay.
I fail to see how that would be.
I fail to see how you would be useful. Okay, I guess I need to do something else first.
I
Chop her
fail to
head
see-
off. Okay, don't do that. Huh. Angel drain pipe hand.
I still think it's crazy you carry a sword of all things.
I admit it is not very modern, but it has served me well for centuries.
It's
You
magic,
ever
right?
thought of upgrading to something more long range?
Like a bow?
Like your pistol. No. Such a weapon is too unpredictable.
Not if you know what you're doing.
Perhaps one day you can teach me.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Sure. But only if you let me swing that sword around.
Uh-oh.
One does not swing it around. But I agree to your terms.
That
It's
sounds,
good then.
what have I done? What have I done? That's... Well, I guess we're gonna upgrade our team with more skills at some point. So now what? Do we just talk to the guy again? Like, do we just go talk to everybody
Good
again?
evening to you.
Do you know what happened by the park
You
amphitheater?
mean the sculpture that was erected in the middle of the night? Magnificent, isn't it? Art that just appears for seemingly no reason. That kind of thing just doesn't happen anymore. Does this old heart good to see it?
What do you think the sculpture
I
means?
don't know. To tell you the truth, I've not given it much thought. But the energy it brings, the vibrant life, this world can use more of that, let me tell you.
That's it? Stick? I can't stick him.
So I says to him, "You're blocking traffic. Go painting somewhere else." Needed 3 guys to pull him off the street. He finished painting in a cell. And you haven't heard a thing I said.
What? You lost your cell?
No.
See, that's why I don't like hipsters. They only care about themselves. I'm telling you.
Evening, folks.
Hi.
Hey, Vicky. They ever get the perp who shot you?
It wasn't just me. And no, not yet.
God damn. Shooting a cop. They shouldn't get away with that.
Oh, they won't. Believe me.
Did anyone die by the Prospect Park amphitheater? I mean, that's a rhetorical question because we know somebody died there.
Seriously, where have you been? Some idiot set himself on fire, built some weird metal altar to do it on too. The weird thing? He did it in the middle of the night. No witnesses. Some poor jogger found him the next morning.
Set himself on fire? Are you sure somebody else didn't set him on fire?
Spooked. You don't know this neighborhood. No, they're fascinated. He's like some kind of local folk hero now.
A folk hero.
Yeah, the folks who live here, they think it's some kind of, I don't know, artistic statement or whatever. But you ask me, he was just a nut.
Can you tell me anything else about the man who died in the park?
Sorry, but why are you so interested?
Just the way you told the story made me interested in learning more.
You really think so? Thanks. That means a lot. Still can't tell you anything, though. My captain would kill me if I blabbed the sieves.
Really, Diego? Since when do you toe the company line?
Yeah, I'm keeping my head down these days, Vicky. The captain's got it in for me. You know how it is.
Sure, I get it. But imagine his face if you got a positive ID for the guy in the park.
That's impossible. The only ID the guy had burnt up with the rest of him.
Really?
Yeah, a driver's license. Burnt to a crispy mess.
And that's all you got?
That's all we got.
I mean, this is where Beckett would help.
I don't know. What else could it be? This friggin' neighborhood. Draws them in like flies and honey.
Draws in what?
Artists. They've been coming out of the woodwork, causing all sorts of trouble. Forget
Those
the drug
crazy
dealers.
artists.
It's the artists you gotta worry about.
Those crazy artists, they're gonna be the end of civilization as we know it.
You have no idea. Just last week, in this very spot, I had to drag some guy out in cuffs. It was this writer on his laptop. His battery ran out of juice, so he freaked. Smashed his laptop against the table, then started punching people. I wish I could say it was an isolated incident, but it's been happening all over the neighborhood.
I mean, are there no power sockets in this shop?
And?
And it might be related. It's burnt after all.
Vicky, you know I can't just take evidence handed to me by a stranger.
Do you want to get to the bottom of this or not?
Give it here. Yeah, it does kind of resemble some of the other pieces of leather we found at the scene. I can get the lab to test it and make sure.
And what about those initials? AF.
AF? Oh crap, not him.
Him?
Amos frickin' Fennel. I should have known. Who else could it be? I haven't had to arrest him in almost a week.
Amos Frenno?
Yep, one of Brooklyn's finest crazy artists. I arrest him about 3 times a week. He keeps breaking a restraining order.
Who issued it?
I guess it's no secret. It was May Stein.
Let me guess. Ex-boyfriend?
Got in one. If you lived on this block, you'd have seen him on the street, screaming up at her window. The guy's messed up in the head, but that nice lady and her kid shouldn't suffer. Stay dry out there.
May Stein, isn't May Stein the one with the kid who's drawing crayons?
Good evening to you.
I heard a lot of artists moving in the area.
Yes, I've seen it. The neighborhood used to house quite a vibrant community of artists. They're all gone now. They got priced out, or they got kicked out, or they died out. I thought I'd be the only one left. But now, look around. The real heart and soul of Brooklyn is coming back. And it is magnificent.
Gentrification, am I right?
I heard. Fascinating.
Fascinating. That's all you can say?
Well, it is. Why there? Why in the middle of the night? The act of immolation is violent, painful. One doesn't do that to themselves unless they want to make a statement. And yet, it was done in the middle of the night. Nobody could see or hear him. So yes, I'd call that fascinating. What was the man trying to say? We'll never know.
Maybe he's murdered. What kind of statement does setting yourself on fire
As I
make?
said, we'll never know. The man was inspired. We never know where it comes from or why it comes. It just is. And that's all we can say about any artistic act. It just is.
No, it's not. That doesn't make any sense at all. All art exists in a context of time, culture, society. Art never just is.
Amos Fennel. No, doesn't ring a bell.
He is the man who set fire to himself in the park.
I see. No, I've not heard of him.
I guess we should try talking to the hipster.